why so many countries are abandoning the dollar. In recent days, 6 major economies have announced they're no longer trading in the US dollar, using their own currencies instead. These are Russia, China, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Brazil, and India. For some of these countries, it's political. Russia has largely been forced out of the global economy, has been relying heavily on Chinese currency, and China would love any opportunity to weaken the US hold on the economy. Likewise, Iran is heavily sanctioned by the US, but what about the others? Brazil's left-wing leader, President Lula, has been moving his country away from the US, but Saudi Arabia and India are both close allies. However, that doesn't mean they're immune to self-interest. The US dollar has been devalued a lot recently due to inflation and the lack of a stabilizing factor like the gold standard. But what does it mean in the long run? It means that if this trend continues, the US dollar will just be one of many currencies jockeying for prominence, but currently it's still the strongest one over.
Shalom, I like to say, call while I was your person, glory and he was to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, Karkadash, double I'm supposed to also commit song, but discuss today. Few sisters Israelite foreigners is waking up and stirring the truth. Quick news update again. Article, matter of fact, it says China completely abandoned U.S. dollar and bilateral trade, says Russian PM, Prime Minister. That is. So, my friend, let me read the rest of it. Russia and China have completely banned the U.S. Western currency, including U.S. dollar, and their bilateral trade, says Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin on Tuesday, December 9th. Yeah, so this is what's happening, man. Why this devil is distracting you with all types of bread and circus, things like this are happening, man. Okay, the bigger picture comes into play, moves like this, right? In which this is what we focus on. See, we as men of the Lord, you're just like Apostle Hall said, you're a detective, you're a news updater, all right? Your newscast and stuff like that, man. You report the news, so and then like I said, we're spiritually detectives, man. Detectives don't focus on every little crime, man. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to focus on the main thing, okay? The big, you supposed to focus on the big fish, getting the big fish, so to speak, man. All right, all the other small skirmishes, they don't matter, man. You gotta get you know, you gotta try to, like I said, catch the big fish, man. All right, we're focused on the most vital things, man. All right, that's happening in the news because it's too much shit to try to keep your eye on the ball, your eye on the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things that be happening in the world. Is you only got to focus on the main things, that's happening in the news now, man. Which is what the World War III and the chip mania. Those like the last two prophecies you're supposed to be focusing on, because that's the end of this, man. All right, the Lord said when them prophecies happen, we out of here, man. Okay, you know, and then you know, before all that happens, of course, you're gonna have the second Ezra 15, 16 chapter happen, where it goes into all the breakdown of society and how rough and crazy it's gonna get. All right, but again, we're those are two things we're looking for now, man. All right, the chip and World War III. All right, and it's going to happen. It's happening for our very eyes. It's just in the process right now. Okay, but it's happening. All right, no longer is it Tyrion is speaking. Okay, so that's what you watch out for, man, when you're on your watchtower. All right, yeah, man, this devil's going down, man. He can't stop the prophecies of the Heavenly Father, man. He can't. I don't give a fuck what thing you try to do to try to offset the prophecy. It's gonna happen, bro. You damn devils. I'll make scriptures and close it. Over the says, all men of the Confederacy have brought thee to the border, and the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, prevailed against thee, and they that eat thy bread have laid a wound on thee, and there is none understanding him. All right, all the men in Confederacy. When you confederate with somebody, that means y'all in agreement with one another. All right, you're in allegiance with one another. It said they even brought you to the border, right? Meaning they setting you up, man. Okay, they setting you up. It says the men that were at peace with thee had deceived thee, yeah, all your allies. Okay, up there in NATO, the EU mainly. All right, they gonna turn their back on you and shoot missiles on you and prevail against thee, and they that eat thy bread later won't under thee, and there's no understanding, right? The people that eat thy bread is all this foreign aid you giving to these third world countries, which America's about to become a third world country, by the way. All right, but the IMF is loaning, giving these countries loans of money so they can have a somewhat of economy and whatnot, resources. You supply them with all that, all right, and get modernized and all that. But you own them when you give them that money. You own them, and they're finding it out, and they're saying "fuck you" now, cause you didn't trick them, all right? Cause debt ain't, when you put somebody in debt, they become your slave. All right, this is Habakkuk 2:8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of thy people, of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood, and for the violence of the land and of the city, all and of all that dwell therein. Right. So you spoiled many nations. Now these other nations, they coming for you now, man. All right. They tired of this shit, man. They say because of man's blood and violence of the land. Right, you go up in the land with your military and black ops, and you know what I'm saying, you send them in there to tell them that government's to surrender, all right, to you, and so you can set up shop, and if they don't do that, you assassinate them, and you bring all types of destruction in their land, man. Okay. You bring all types of, you wreak havoc over there, man. All right, you know, you may set up a virus or something like that, a biological weapon. Like you real slick with it, dude. You smoother than butter. All right, you tell them get down, lay down. All right, Revelation 17:16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, right? And this beast is going into a system. Okay, it's not a literal beast, even though John saw he saw a literal beast, but it is a representation, which the scriptures expound on that. All right, and them 10 horns being them EU nations, which they started off with 10 countries, which is Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Netherlands, England, Ireland, Greece, West Germany, and Luxembourg. Okay, and which this Daniel goes into and said part of them 10 countries, they part them with iron, part of them clay. Iron is the strongest of all metals. All right, and then you know it says clay, meaning they're weak. All right, so you had the countries, other 10 horns. Like, see, one to be iron would be Germany. All right, they have a strong economy. All right, and one would be weak is Greece. I don't know if y'all remember that incident over there in Cyprus where they had a bank run because the economy was going down, was plummeting. Yeah, that economy is, Greece is completely dried up, man. Okay, you had people that's rushing to take their money out of the bank. All right, and they couldn't even do it, man. People's accounts was frozen, all that stuff. That's gonna happen here. All right, you know, so Greece would be one of the part that's clay. All right, and yeah, man, that's gonna cause commotion, man. All right, it says, and I saw upon the beast. So that's the 10 horns, the EU nations, which started as 10 countries, which I just named. All right, that's part of the system, this Edomite system. These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. And the whore being America. That's why you got a Statue of Liberty. All right, it's gonna make her. It shall make her desolate naked. All right, they gonna, meaning they gonna make her desolate, naked and desolate by exposing this place, man, for being crooks and thieves. Right, how they robbed them of their resources and their economy and all that stuff, and they gonna shoot missiles on this place, man. All right, and that's going to be the NATO nations too. All America's allies are going to shoot missiles on space. The Lord going to have it so. Okay, but yeah, man, this is shit like this is taking place right before our very eyes. And if you ain't woke, you don't know what's going on, man. If you're a person in the world, you don't know about stuff like this. People that's going on with their lives, their everyday lives, doing their daily routines and stuff like that. Like shit like this is happening, man. That's why Scripture said, "Be not the children of the dark, but the light, man." All right, we can't be like these average Joes. We got to know what's going on because the Lord gave us the eyesight. He gave us the light. He woke us up, man. All right, so we got to report on this stuff. Okay, wipe blood off our hands. But this is the devil, man. Like I said, it is inevitable, Neo. The inevitability, man. This place is about to be burned with fire, man. Real soon. It's gonna happen in our lifetime. But yeah, man, I hope I was edifying. Give all praise and glory to Yahweh. How about you, man? Y'all, don't want to sponsor us with a million. Let's go. Life uses is like one show on.